Hey, what's going on, guys? The Doom Clan. My name is Pineapples. Welcome back to another commentary. And today, what we're actually going to be taking a look at here is a 128-second shotgun DNA, which just so happens to be the world's first shotgun DNA. Also, the most kills with a shotgun, both by Doom Salty in the same game. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this gameplay. And be sure to show some love to our links down in the description below. That we would definitely appreciate that. So today, what we're going to be taking a look at is how to rush in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So as you guys know, Advanced Warfare is kind of a different game. It's kind of more difficult, so to speak, than the other Call of Duties in terms of rushing, because you've got all these different kind of movements people can evade you with, but at the same time, you've also got all these different ways that you can maneuver about the map with your exosuit. So there's a lot of different things you can do to rush in this game, but I'm going to give you guys a few basic tips on how you can improve your rushing game. So number one, the first tip I have for you guys is use a gun you're comfortable with. Now, this is something that a lot of people say almost every time this topic comes up, but you really got to be comfortable with your weapon, otherwise you're not going to be able to go absolutely in the spawn systems. I would recommend an assault rifle, because as we know, the assault rifles kind of dominate this game, but as you can see here, the shotgun does go in a little bit too, but the Tac-19 is the only shotgun I would really recommend, because it's the best by far. It completely outclasses the other ones. Now, I know the Bulldog is a little bit automatic like that, kind of similar to Ghost Bulldog, but I definitely don't recommend it as much as this, because this literally kills in one bullet, as with the Bulldog, it's kind of weak, and that's why it's kind of got the automatic there, because it's kind of weak and it has to make up for it with a higher fire rate. But this is definitely a really good shotgun, but like I said, use an assault rifle unless you're comfortable with something else. The second tip I have for you guys is always aim down sights around corners. Now, this will save you so much more than you'd ever think, because think about it, enemies are usually just going to run around the corner blindly, and that's not going to allow them to get their gun up in time to shoot you unless they have on gung-ho, in which case they still don't have a very good chance because they're not expecting you. If you are aiming around the corner, you anticipate the enemy that's not there, you're going to have such a bigger advantage than them to win that particular gunfight, and that can definitely help you out more than you think in the long run, because you're going to win so many more gunfights, and it can save you in situations that you would usually die a few off your DNA bomb or a few off your vicious metal. So definitely a big tip. It's something I've tried to incorporate into my gameplay over the past couple of years. Next up here, you definitely need to run Blast Suppressor. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Blast Suppressor is a necessity if you're playing Advanced Warfare, because number one, the exosuit is a part of the game. You can't take it off, and you pretty much use it in any activity you do except for just like shooting people, and even then you're going to pop up on the radar if you don't have a suppressor. So basically, in case you guys don't know, Blast Suppressor basically keeps you off the minimap as a little ping every time you slide or use your exo movement. Now, this might not seem like a big deal, but every time you double jump, every time you slide, you're on the radar to the enemies, and they know where you are. And even if they can't see exactly where you are, they know the general area of where you are, and they'll try to stay away from you or try to rush you, depending on how good of a player you are and the circumstances in that game. So you definitely want to use Blast Suppressor. I usually also use Perk 3 Greed and also run Scavenger, but if you're using like a laser weapon, you can afford to use Toughness, but Toughness isn't really that good compared to other Call of Duties. And the biggest tip of all, just play more. Practice does make perfect, or practice makes better, because you can never really be perfect. But really, you've just got to play the game, and you've got to have a good sense of what to do. You're not going to really be able to do well if you don't have much experience and you blindly run into the enemy spawn and you just don't have a clue what you're doing. I mean, practice makes better. It's true. Trust me firsthand, it's amazing how much better you will do after you put a little bit more experience under your belt. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's commentary. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. The gameplay is by Doom Salty. Definitely check him out. My link is also in the description as well. I would certainly appreciate your time to come check me out. On behalf of Doom Clan and myself, thank you for watching the video. Leave a like rating, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.